These dolls are sweet. Oh, oh, that's right. I almost forgot. They have little juvenile dolls now. You look at this. There's a little baby doll there. Hello everybody, GrayStillPlays, and we're back with more Tyto Ecology in the Himalayas. No time for BS. Holy cow, as you can see, man, things have really exploded, and we have just a ton of creatures, plants, and animals everywhere, and I really can't ask for much more else. Right now, I think we're just going to go ahead and start working to expand what we have so we can continue on to the next portion of this biome area. We haven't really done anything on this side. We're going to start expanding that way. I know I've been saying that for a while, and I really want to finally just go ahead and do it. And while we're at it, I figure I would just let everyone know, it came out right that time, that I really appreciate you guys and all the excitement that you guys have for Tyto Ecology. I'm always so happy when I can see people just kind of, I don't know, having fun at this little relaxing game, you know what I mean? Like, this game is one of those games that I've talked about where it's something that you can play and not have to worry about a million things going on at once. Which is kind of funny, because essentially what this game is all about is a million things going on at once. We're always trying to balance this ecosystem that we've created. But it's a little bit different than that as well, because it's a game where while you're trying to balance everything, the balance that you're doing is done in such a way that it's relaxing almost. It's just very, I don't want to say lethargic, but I want to say that it is something that can create a sense of just peacefulness. That's a good word for it. And I do enjoy my peacefulness whenever I can get it, because things at work are always very, very hectic. Maybe one day I will explain a little bit more of what I do for a living, but needless to say, the things I do have plenty of interesting stories to be told. I'm just not quite so sure I want to get into them yet, and there is always a ton of wacky stuff happening around where I'm at. Holy cow, this banjo oak only has 40 leaves left. Let's go ahead and fast forward things, because I forgot to do that, as I often do. And we'll go ahead and buy some more impact points, because we are going to need them to continue making various things. How fast do these leaves come back, I wonder? It says 39 of 250. Maybe we'll check on that in a little bit. I'm not really sure how quickly they regenerate, so to speak. I do want to continue. Ooh, what's wrong with these guys over here? How are they doing? There's only one left. They cannot reproduce. How about you guys? You guys are having quite a few juveniles. 7 juveniles, 4 juveniles. Things are looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and put down some pomegranates, though. We definitely need some of those. Now, there was recently an update that came out. Ooh, you know what I want to do? Let's turn off these territory markers if we can. And the reason why is because when the territory markers are off, things move much more smoothly. And I noticed that there's always obviously some optimization things that they can probably do in this game. And I'm very, very much so noticing that as we get just the huge amount of creatures and plants and stuff that we have right now in this environment, it is taking its toll on the game's ability to run smoothly. And the setup I have is by no means a underpowered setup for gaming at all. I mean, I'm running the video card is a GTX 980 Ti, and the processor is a 6700K. It's an i7, and it is overclocked, as I do like to overclock essentially everything that I have whenever I get into my computer usage. I actually have a little video up about a possible computer build for someone who's just aspiring to get into gaming. Very, very low cost. I think it's like $450 or under that. Although, of course, prices do vary quite a bit as time goes on. But for the money, it's pretty good. It's a good way to get into gaming if you've never done so for the PC. If you just have maybe like a little workstation PC and you were thinking about playing some games every now and again, it'll play games like this very easily. I mean, if you're looking to play, you know, some sort of like crazy modded, realistic, ultra Skyrim game with 10 billion realism mods and free-flowing water with epic graphic physics and all this other crap. And, you know, it's not going to run that at 1080p, 60 frames a second with everything on ultra, but quite a few things it will run. And my system, I mean, I do a lot of modifications to my systems. I don't know if we have any technological gurus in the crowd, or tech senseis, or whatever we're called these days, but one of the things I do enjoy doing is overclocking everything. I overclock the living bejesus out of just about everything I have. And I haven't actually overclocked too deeply the i7, and I know I can because I use water cooling. And if you're actually curious about the entirety of the system I have put together, I actually did a video on that a little while back as well. It's one of my very few vlogs that I did, and vlogging is actually kind of fun. It's something I'd like to do a little bit more of probably in the future. Oh, my group of mushrooms has died. Where did those poor guys go? Well, we could always use more mushrooms, so I don't have a problem throwing down some more. Let's go make some right now, actually, because why not? But like I was saying, vlogging is something I actually had a little bit of fun with. I didn't mind it at all. It's something I don't mind doing more of in the future. And one day when I feel I am more able to, you know, put my face to the actual gaming environment that I'm doing right now, I certainly wouldn't mind to do that. And to, you know, more speak with you guys, I would say, like, you know, one-on-one, like face-to-face, as it were, although we'll be using the spatial greatness of the internet. Though we are connected, we are still a great distance apart. But the digital medium that we use allows us all to communicate, and I enjoy that. And speaking of communications, I always love reading the comments as well, and I do try to respond to all of them that I absolutely can. And as the channel has been getting a little bit bigger lately, I remember, man, I think I started Tyto Ecology probably when I had close to, I don't know, maybe 200 subscribers, maybe less, maybe 150. And right now the channel's over 1,500 subscribers, and that's really, really awesome. And you know, part of me was like, man, am I going to be able to dedicate the time to continue to answer as many messages and private messages and Twitter things and everything as I can? And yeah, it really hasn't been that bad. I've been able to keep up, I think, for the most part. And with the two video a day thing that I'm doing right now. Oh my god, I am such at a loss for words right now. The 2 video schedule, that is what I meant to say. That I'm doing right now. I've been able to stick with it, and I'm going to continue sticking with it. And my wife, as some of you probably know, I am married. Let me go click on this rhododendron and see how that's doing. Wow, those guys are loving those rhododendron leaves. Eat them up. There's still plenty left. Oh, look at this guy over here. This little buddy over here is certainly having a little snack. This chevrotain, loving those rhododendrons. I might put it down a few more for you guys because I know you guys enjoy them so much. My wife has been super supportive about it, and those of you that have followed the channel a little bit, you know that I am indeed married, as I have been for actually quite some time now. And she was, I don't know, I guess she probably didn't really know what to make of YouTube when I started it. But now I think she understands that it and you guys are very, very important to me. And you're something, well, not something, you are someone that I want to keep prevalent in my life. So I'm here to stay. I just wanted to say that. I'm here to continue onward. I hope I've proven that I'm pretty darn reliable, I guess, as things on the internet go, as nomadic as we all are in the pixelated environment that we're in. But when I have something as much as this that I enjoy, and when I have people like you folks that I love talking with so much, it makes my I don't know what to call it, my hobby, as that is essentially what this is, that much more enjoyable. And it is a hell of a hobby, and it's not something I would easily give up. So, with that out of the way, I have been talking your guys' ear off about things that have absolutely nothing to do with Tyto Ecology. Although, to be fair, if you've been following me since the very first episode of Tyto Ecology, you probably know more about the game than I do by now. Because this is episode 32 of Tyto Ecology, and this is the longest running series that I have had on the channel. And it will probably be one of the longer running series for quite some time. It looks like we're having some issues with some dying critters. Let's go take a look at exactly how things are going kind of over in this direction. Clear up out of here. That elephant still doing his thing. 2 years and 41 weeks old. He is an aged elephant, that's for darn sure. But we've proven that he has plenty to eat and drink, so there is no problem keeping him fed. Let's go back over here real fast and turn on the various territory markers so we can see exactly what's going on here. Oh, Pikas. Someone's hating on you guys. Who's beating my little buddies? Oh man, the Pikas are expanding. They're expanding inside of the actual generator. Oh man, I don't think this is supposed to happen. Oh, developers. What have we done to this game? Oh, we've done something horrible. We've actually put little Pikas inside of this. Can I even get in here? Is this even a thing? I can't. It's immovable. It is the immovable object. There's nothing I can do about this. That's alright. I'll leave them to their fun and enjoyment. I imagine that this Dole over here is what is feasting on these Pikas, but the Pikas appear to be pretty darn regenerative in their populace, so I'm not going to worry about it. What I am going to worry about is getting more plants down, because I certainly don't mind doing that. Oh, and one of the things I wanted to do, I almost forgot, is to get a couple of these decorative plants down. Want to continue to get some of the cedars down. In fact, if I had enough energy, I'd actually like to make like a little cedar forest, so to speak. And like I said, it's not something that can be easily done because they provide, and this is sad, but they provide no nutritional value that I can find to any of our creatures. So, you know, when we put down those cedars, it's just because we love cedars. There's no other reason to it. One other thing that I love, though, is more balsams. Gotta always put down a few of those. I do enjoy them for their leafy goodness. They had a patch come up. I can't remember if I had talked about this yet this episode. Patch 1.8 just came out. The developers brought out patch 1.8, and in it came a few new adjustments. Apparently, they are still trying to optimize the plants, which I've talked about before. And I think that they understand that there is some loading time issues. When you have a very full biome like what we have here, there's just like a ton of plants and animals everywhere. Sometimes the loading screen, and I don't force you guys to have to deal with that, so you guys never have to see the loading screen that I deal with. The loading screens can get kind of excessive. Oh, hello, Mr. Tyto Coins. More for us, thank you, and please keep on coming. The loading screens can get kind of out of hand. And I would say that this loading screen to get into the game that I had to deal with today wasn't right around, I don't know, maybe like 45 seconds, which is pretty excessive for like an indie game style loading screen, maybe even a full minute. And it's great to know that the developers are like on top of this stuff, you know, that they're looking at all of the feedback that the public is giving them. They're very receptive to it. And they're attempting to make changes purposefully in this game, showing that they do enjoy this game. And if the developers are watching, if you guys are out there, thank you, A, for the game, and B, for the Himalayas. And you know what would be lovely? If we were to continue to see more new biomes. Oh, I'm so greedy. I know. But everyone, I have a feeling everyone feels the same way. We're greedy because we enjoy what you put out. This entity, this software that you have created that mixes, you know, knowledge and fun is something that I think everyone really does kind of enjoy. Now, while we're here, we put down several more creatures. Well, not creatures. We put down several more plants, which I would love to see continue to... Oh, you know what? Let's actually put a few more kind of like out here. I want to put a few more kind of out here where no one really is, so that hopefully they spread a little bit. Oh, they nerfed the poppies, by the way. I almost forgot to say that. They did put out a message about that. Apparently the poppies were kind of being made way too fast, so they changed those around a little bit. Put down a little bit more fairy grass over here and over here. And now we will go ahead and skip some time. 3 months, if you please. And I'm hoping that this loading screen goes by a little bit fast. If not, I'll fast forward it for you guys. Alright, we're back. Like I had said, I kind of skipped past that a little bit for y'all. 98% in the biome, that looks pretty good. Let's see what's going on here. We've got, oh wow, there's actually a, holy jeez. I don't even think I can scroll through all this. Okay, that's not actually that bad. Group of musk deer has low population, and pikas are starving, and I imagine I know why. They're probably the pikas that split and kind of went over there. What happened to our Himalayan balsam? Oh, they're getting eaten. Alright, well, I don't have a problem with that. You guys are feasting on the balsam. Feel free to go ahead and continue with that. Holy cow. Oh, wow. Like, the splitting that has been going on here is totally insane. There are pikas everywhere. Oh, my God. How are you doing, Mr. Dole? Wow. 20 juveniles. Holy crap. How is there not a split in the Dole territory? Where did they all go? I mean, 20, am I reading that right? 20 juveniles. Where? Oh, wow, look at them all. Wow, they are really energetic today, these Doles. Oh, wow, look at these flowers. Look at the balsam that's flowering right now. That is really cool. Man, these Doles are sweet. Oh, oh, that's right. I almost forgot. They have little juvenile Doles now. You look at this. There's a little baby Dole there. Compared to, where's Papa Dole? Right over here. I'm pretty sure this one is mature. Let's go ahead and click on him. Could be a her. Let's go ahead and click on this Dole. Oh, I can't because the bamboo's in the way. Oh man, the bamboo is getting in the way. Are you all little baby dolls? Wow. They are. These are all the not miniature Doles. These are all the baby Doles. There's a full grown Dole. And in fact, maybe when they all reach maturity, holy cow, 20 juveniles. Maybe when they reach maturity, that is when they will split. You know what I mean? Once they finally do that. And there's actually quite a while until they reach maturity. Chevrotains over here getting beat up. 20 juvenile chevrotains. That's probably why this area is still here. You know what I mean? This area of chevrotains is probably still around because there's 2 juveniles wandering about. And since we have those Doles there, and the Doles look to be doing pretty darn good, you know what I want to do? Man, what do I want to do? I'm going to put down a couple more pikas. And there's a reason for this. I'm going to put down a couple more pikas. And then I'm going to put down... where's that Dole at? I want to put this red fox down. I want to put a fox down. Yeah. I want to put this fox down kind of over here by the watering hole. Maybe right about here. That should be good. These foxes seem to move pretty darn far if they need to. And they will have plenty to eat with all of those pikas and everything. And while we're at it, we will put down a few more mushrooms as well. Because you remember that the mushrooms have just totally been decimated by the pika population. So I'm pretty sure these pikas love these mushrooms. And I am more than happy to oblige their dietary needs with a whole mess of these things. There we go. I mean, man, you can never have too many mushrooms. Plus, our Ditryus is still at level 1, which is awesome. I'm enjoying that. Holy cow. We have some red pandas over here that are having some issues. They're not really starving, but it does look like they could use a lot more bamboo. So let's go ahead and get that down. What is going on over here? I'm going to go ahead and assume that it is the mushroom population. Okay, it is the mushroom population. Let's go ahead and close that. We don't need to know about all that quite yet. More bamboo, though, as much as I can manage to get into this area. There we go. A little bit of bamboo there. Come on now. Play with Gray appropriately. Excellent. Play nice now. Come on now. Play with the rest of the bamboo. Don't be hating on the rest of the bamboo. We're all friends here. Excellent. Nice. That bamboo turned out perfectly. There's one right there. How are you? Is that just an earthworm? It is an earthworm. I wonder if I can actually find any of these pandas. I saw there's some juvenile ones. What's wrong with this little Pika over here? Oh, he was pretty dang hungry. And speaking of hunger, they have just about wiped out this whole area here. So let us put down a absolute ton of plants. In fact, I'm going to buy some more energy right off the bat. We're going to put down more of the birch. If I can get it. There we go. We're going to put down more rhododendrons. Actually, quite a few rhododendrons I want to put down. I won't put down a whole mess of these because I do like how well they grow and how they do. And we also need to put down plenty of stuff like honeysuckles and whatnot because these things seem to provide a really, really bountiful harvest for all of our various creatures. They are flowering right now, so they don't have any edible fruits. I think that these guys are pretty dang hungry. So knowing that, we will put down some, and when I say some, I mean a mess of fairy grass. Now that we have all these trees down, like honeysuckles and stuff like that, we don't have to worry about running out of space, you know what I mean, for trees later on. Oop. Let's go ahead and continue to buy more of this. Oh, and you know what? While we're over here, one of the things that they love eating is obviously the mushrooms. And mushrooms are something that you can put down everywhere, regardless of space. And that's something I have to remember, that mushrooms are kind of like one of those food sources where you don't need to... you don't have to be as careful as you are with other plants and stuff like that. You can kind of put them down wherever you want. And you'll still have plenty of space. Holy cow. Those... Whoa! The mushrooms over here are getting massacred. Oh, wow. We need a lot more bamboo. Let's place down tons and tons of bamboo to keep these pandas happy. Ooh, come on. Let me select the bamboo. There we go. It blows my mind how much bamboo you need. You need all the bamboo. Realistically, you need all the bamboo you can get. So we'll put down a ton of bamboo. This rhino here, are you going for the honeysuckles? There's really nothing there. Oh, he may just be going for some grass or something. We'll worry about that a little bit later. Can I shove some more bamboos here? Oh, I thought I saw some green area. Oh, where was it? Oh, man. I'm never going to find it again, am I? Oh, it's right here somewhere. Oh, it's like trying to find the square peg in the round hole. That's all right. We'll put some bamboo over here. And I don't think I can get some more. There we go. More bamboo. Oh, jeez. As I missed the place button. There we go. Excellent. More bamboo over there. We're set for the bamboo. All right. So, we are continuing to move our biome outward. And this is just goes to show you that you can never really let off of your creation of the grasses and stuff like that, because man, just when you think things are going perfectly, you always need more food on the ground for all these different creatures. So I'm going to continue to put down a couple more plants and stuff like that. Guys, I hope you're enjoying Tyto Ecology. Until the next time, stay foxy and much love.